What is up, guys? My name is Prince and this is Trading with Prince, and you're welcome back to my channel. If you're an old subscriber, if you're a new subscriber, don't forget to click that subscription button and you are welcome to. Okay guys, today we're going to be talking about counting levels, and we're going to be focusing on two major topics in that. The first one is peak level formation in respect to double bottoms and double tops. Then I'm also going to talk about the relationship between H4 and H1 time frames. Okay, let's start. There's some things you need to understand. There's some basic stuff you need to understand. So I'm going to give you a quick illustration of what we're talking about. The first thing you need to identify before you start talking about your counting levels is you need to identify your peak, and your peak validates after three levels are formed, either at the top or at the bottom, or should I say three levels are formed after a peak validation. Let me explain to you. You have something like this. Okay, you have this is your peak, this is your first level, goes down second level, your third level, then it forms another peak. Then this is like a reset before it starts forming another level. Level 1, level 2, level 3. I'm going to explain, guys. This right here is your double top. This right here, the diagram is not so straight, but just look at it, is your double bottom. This is your first level, this is your second level, and this is your third level. Oh, okay, don't mind my diagram, guys. So this level 1, level 2, level 3 happens both at the downtrend and both on an uptrend. This is your first level, this is your second level, this is your third level. And this, let's focus on this downtrend first, guys. This first level 1 to 3 happens after a peak validation, that is a double top validation. Why this uptrend happens after a double bottom validation? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now let's go into the relationship between H4 and H1. Now you have, first thing you need to know is you have your period separators, and before that you need to know that H4, let me write it somewhere here. For H4 you have H4 gives you, the period separators are given to you in weeks. Why for H1 your period separators count just days. Let me explain, guys. What that means basically is you have your period separators, you know, in your charts you have your period separators, and for H4 this is your week 1, this is your week 2, and this is your week 3. This is for H4. But for H1, this is your day 1, this is your day 2, and this is your day 3. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Let's use our H4 for example. We are going to have something like this. If we are making reference to a downtrend, we're going to have something like this. You have your double top, for instance, formed. Then it cuts across into, this is your second period separator. This right here, this is your second period separator. So it's going to cut across into your second period separator to form the first level. This is the first level. Then goes really into the second period separator to form the second level. And also it will cut across into the third level to form your third period separator before you have a double bottom. Then you now have a reset. A reset basically means that you would start going the opposite direction. Now, this doesn't always happen like this, but most of the time, it's quite relatable. When I mean it doesn't always happen like this, what I mean is this. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. You could as well have this. You know, you have double tops. What am I drawing? You have your double top here. That means that your double top could as well enter your second period separator. And this is your first week, this is your second week. This is for H4. Okay, guys, let's take it step by step. This is for H4. This is your first week, this is your second week. So you could have your period separator here, then you have your first level here, your second level here, your third level here. 1, 2, 3. This happens every week because from here to here in H4 is a week. Likewise, every other period separator, they separate the weeks for higher time frames. That's for H4. Then for H1, they separate the days. So we still get down to H1, but I want you to just get a picture of what I'm trying to explain. So when it gets after the third one, you could either have a trap mechanism. A trap mechanism like a correction, you know. You could have something like this, then probably reset, give you a double bottom, gives you the first level, gives you the second level, gives you the third level, then same thing. Now, this could happen in different period separators. In different periods, sorry guys, this could happen in different periods, but you need to just know what you are looking for. Then if for instance, let's clean all this real quick, and we are talking about, if for instance this is our H1, let's talk about H1. You know, you already have this. For instance, let's say we have this in our H4. For instance, we have what's it called? We have this already. 1, 2, 3. So this is third period separator. My drawing is quite funny, guys. So this is your period separator. This is your double top. This is, for instance, your H4. Now, what you're going to be seeing in your H1 is this. For your H1, you're going to have a mini double top. Then you could have your first level here, your second level here, then your third level will now cut into this first level of your H4. So you could have your first level, your second level, and your third level in your H1, but in your H4 it's just your first level that you're cutting into, your first level. So that's how you identify that. Let's go into the charts. Okay, so this is I'm going to be using VIX 100, 1S, and Jump 75 to actually explain this. These pairs are sponsored by and provided to you by Deriv. If you don't have an account, I'm going to drop a link at the comment section so you could create your account. Okay, so this is your H4. This is your H4, and this is your first level. I already marked it out, but I think we could easily just start all over again and make it look so real so you understand what I'm talking about. What do you see here? What do you see? Okay, so this right here, let's start with this, give you a double bottom here. So we are looking out for what? 3 levels. 1, 2, and 3. These are 3 levels you could see here. So what am I expecting here on my H4? I'm actually expecting this to actually go down, retrace, give me a double top, then start forming a new level. And I said from here, for instance, from here to here is a week. Likewise, from here to here is a week. From here to here is a week. From here to here is a week. So when you have this, what do? You go to your H1, and if you haven't really watched my videos on other blocks, you should go and watch it. You actually start identifying your other blocks to know where your entry trigger is, because you enter in H1, and I removed this for a reason. I removed this because I have seen an entry trigger, and my entry trigger is going to be here guys. This is going to be my entry trigger. Let's zoom in a little bit closer to it. Why is it going to be my entry trigger? You would need to find out from my previous video, because it retested the breaker. So it depends on the level, it depends on where you want to find your retests, because for H4 you use it to identify your what's it called, your for H4 you use it to identify your levels. Why for for H1 you use it to identify your your entry triggers. So you could go as low as you want to other time frames to also identify your entry triggers. So let's go to another example, guys. This is VIX. Okay, this is jump 75, guys. This is H4. Let me remove all this again so we could start very clean real quick. So what's the first thing I'm looking for? I'm looking for a peak, double bottom or double top. What am I seeing? I'm seeing a double top here. This is my double top. So I'm going to identify my levels. This is my level 1. This is my level 2. And I can call this my level 3. This. Now, how do I know that this is how am I going to put this now? How do I know, for instance, that okay, fine, that this is actually right? How do I know? What is very striking here? These are big banks that are making these moves, guys. And for them to give you these candles, they are not just trying to how would I put this now? They're not trying to they have to show you, there's going to be a proof that okay, this is what is actually what's happening. What is very striking here is that you can see very strong down moves, very strong down moves. You could see them, you could see them, you could see them. So that shows you that you're on the right track. You could see them. These are down moves. So by seeing this, I am going to go to my H1 to look for, because it's all about our strategy, guys. This is just basically our strategy. You now look for where your entry trigger is. That is either you're looking for a breaker or a source. So at this we are looking for our source, and we have to wait till we find a source before we enter the market. So that is basically what we're going to be talking about. Like here we identified a breaker. Here you have to identify your source before you could actually enter the market. So this is where in our H1 we identified our double top, but you could as well wait. Okay, this look at this. This is a good entry. It's a good entry. This is also a good entry right here, but I'm going to make reference to this particular one here. Look at this. You're going to enter here. This is another good entry point. Yeah, so this is where you could also enter the market here and take it as far as you can see, guys. So it depends on where you want to take profits and all. So guys, a quick recap. I talked about what's it called? I talked about peak formation in respect to double tops and double bottoms. I also talked about the relationship between H4 and H1. Okay guys, that wraps it up for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any question, you could tell me in the comment section. If you have any video you want me to actually make more emphasis to, you could actually also tell me in the comment section. Then don't forget to like, share and subscribe on this video. Okay guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.